Hello everybody, it's your old pal Tuna here and welcome back to another video. Today I have a travel vlog for you, very exciting, I know. I'm going to be taking you all the way across Canada to Montreal, Quebec. Now my French is a little lacking and it was my first time in the city, but we had an amazing time and it was the first holiday that I've taken in quite a while where I was able to fully not work, which means of course I did as much drawing as I possibly could that wasn't for work, and I'm really excited to share everything that we did in Montreal basically with you now in this video. I will say before we start, I did not manage to film a lot of like talking head type clips while we were actually on vacation, so I'll be jumping in with some voiceover, adding some captions just to give you a little bit of context where necessary, but I hope you don't mind and enjoy the vlog. You know you wanna. Oh, you win. Well done.
That's what I say. I do win.
I know. I noticed it immediately. All right. You fool. You fell right into my trap.
Oh shit.
Nice.
So you put it there.
Yeah.
Well done.
That was fun. Hello. Welcome to the end of day one, basically the first full day that we've been able to spend here. Hope you enjoyed all of that. I know that I sure did. We are back home in the Airbnb. Mark is in the shower. We are watching some hockey. But today was so much fun. We'd actually planned to hit up 3 different things, but we literally only had time for one. The art gallery here is absolutely phenomenal. It was one of the top things on my list to check out. And it was literally 4 different buildings full of stuff from many yesteryears all the way up to basically contemporary art. And the one thing that stuck with me most, let me grab my notebook. This bed is very soft and comfy. It was this installation sculpture sort of multimedia piece by Sherry Boyle. If there's an image available somewhere, I'll put it up. I kind of took a photo, but it's a little bit janky and it's like so hard to describe the experience of seeing it because it was in its own room. that was totally dark, and you walk into it from the well-lit gallery area. And so you're transitioning from, you know, having your pupils like this to like your pupils like this, and in the back corner of the room you just kind of like see the sculpture, and then as your eyes shift you start to just take it in more and more. And I don't know that a piece of art has moved me quite like that. Certainly nothing else in the gallery, even though everything was amazing. And yeah, that's gonna stick with me for a while. Highly recommend. It's in the permanent installation area, so if you are, you know, near Montreal, definitely go check that out and experience the impact of that piece of art. But yeah, we'd intended to climb the mountain as well as go to the Natural History Museum, but the gallery was too darn big. We didn't have time to do those two things. Plus the weather was a little iffy today, but weather is turning up as of tomorrow. There is so much more to do. We have a lot of time, so trying not to like feel the panicked rush of it all. But I think the plan tomorrow is to check out Old Montreal. We'll probably do the Montreal hike loop thing, check out the buildings. There's like a Ferris wheel, there's like a zip line, but we'll see how it all ends up. The rest of today, I'm gonna paint some Barbie dolls from the stuff you saw earlier, because I always keep a travel journal in my moleskin. I'm kind of a particular way that I do it, which is just sketching moments, things that happen, things I eat, things I see. Usually in my trademark gel pen, I use the high-tech C4, and this one's the Pilot one, and then I use a Pentel Hybrid Technica as well. They're basically the same pen, but I'll sketch in those. But I wanted to do, the Barbies are so beautiful, I wanted to do them in color, so I'm gonna whip the paints out. I really want to finish this sketchbook on my trip. That's my goal. There's a pretty decent number of pages. I didn't really draw at all between my trip in March and now, so let's change that. And you know, I'm taking in all this art and culture. I gotta like squeeze it onto the page. So yeah, let's paint some Barbies.
Bon déchets, bel effort, on s'en bel effort.
To reload the paint. After painting those Barbies in the morning and not in the evening, we headed over to, I think it's called Espace de la Vie, where the biodome, the insectarium, the planetarium, and the botanical gardens are. We only managed to fit in 2 of those, so this is the biodome that you're seeing now. They have a whole bunch of areas with different types of animals. They're a conservation and research facility. This was my first time seeing capybaras in person, which was pretty cool. And of course, I had my sketchbook out to draw my brains out. This is one of my favorite types of places to sketch live animals. It's a real treat because obviously there's the added challenge of them being in motion and you're able to see them in 3 dimensions. I didn't do as much sketching as I would have hoped, but it is what it is. We moved on to the insectarium from this point forward. Another favorite. They have this room you're going to see in a minute with all these pinned bugs, this enormous collection. And I was just thinking, like, someone put this together and like organize these by color and type. Unbelievable. But I'll let Past Tuna take it away and let you know her thoughts on the matter here. I feel like I'm not doing the justice. Okay, so I fully either decided not to film on this day or completely forgot. I'm not really sure, but I had a day to myself. I went out and walked around the city, like full on. I wanted to do a bunch of shopping, so there was a craft fair and then like some thrift stores and other stationery stores that I wanted to check out, in addition to running into this super cool, hip little weirdo craft market. Had a delicious meal at La Bêtise, and yeah, honestly, probably my favorite day of all of them, because if you know me, your girl likes to shop. So the next day, I went and took a little personal day and went to this weird thrift market that was run by a local thrift store. Waited in the rain for literally like an hour and a half to get in, but they had this old drained swimming pool set up for everyone to browse the racks. There were a ton of jeans, a ton of leather jackets. I grabbed like everything that appealed to me, but I only ended up grabbing these items here, which I put together into this little cringe video because I'm an old man, not a young buck making fashion content. But yeah, some really fun stuff that I picked up. I'm glad that I went, even though it was a miserable wait in the rain. You know, didn't really have anything else to do that day though, and Mark wanted to stay home because his legs hurt. Painting plein air was like the main thing that I wanted to do while I was in Montreal. I'm on a real plein air kick, and I was hoping for a nice day. Unfortunately, this was not the nicest day that we had while in Montreal, so I did have to use the umbrella, and I did have to transfer once it started getting rainy, wet, and cold. I went for some pretty wacky colors, as you can tell, and I chose this spot specifically because it was like the only place in town with trees and bushes that were actually green. Nori-chan? Who is it? Who are you? Hello, Nori-chan. Oh, he's like, who the hell are you? It's us, Nori-chan. Don't you remember? Don't you remember? Lonely boy, Mr. Lonely. That's it, everybody. That's the end of the vlog. It's amazing how much we got done, but I don't know, maybe next time when I do a travel vlog, it'll be like, there'll be a little bit more, That's all. I hope you enjoyed my first attempt at a travel vlog, and actually the vlog that you're gonna see in 2 weeks from now is another travel vlog, so look forward to that. Completely different vibe though. Literal isolation diary style travel vlog. If you enjoyed seeing the bits and pieces from my sketchbook that I completed in Montreal, I've actually collected everything into a little zine. It's available as a digital download in my shop right now. You can grab the link below. I also have it up as a print edition pre-order, but those won't ship until the end of May. Or you can also pick it up at VanCaf here in Vancouver, May 20th and 21st. Thank you so much for being here. Please give this video a like if you got all the way to the end. I would really appreciate it. And if you can stand another moment of me, subscribe as well. For today's comment question, I am very curious to know which of the places that we visited while in Montreal would be like your #1 choice if you were to go there yourself. Anyway, until next time, stay sparkly, you guys. Don't let the cruel world dim your shine, and I will see you in a week. Yes, I will.